Hi, fans. Welcome into Nova Nation All Access, and we're here with men's soccer and head coach Tom Carlin, our weekly look into our athletic programs here at Villanova. And Tom, the non-conference schedule early in the season. Each year, how do you guys put together the teams you're going to play?
Yeah, well, I mean, it varies. You have home and aways that you have to honor, so that's where it starts. You obviously look at the RPI. You try to get good RPI teams, but at the same time, you have to get games where you feel like you have maybe a higher percentage to win. But then this year, if you look at this year's schedule, this 2014 schedule, our first three games were on the road. And that's because we, got our new facility and we weren't sure when it was going to be ready. So obviously we did that, and then it didn't turn out great for us. But every year, you'll balance RPI, you'll balance home and aways. You try to not be on the road obviously too long. So you try to keep the one or two games here and then one or two games there sequence going on. And you're just trying to honor things from your relationships where you have the one-on-ones of previous years with teams.
Now with a new turf stadium, you just mentioned the brand new Higgins soccer complex. It is terrific. What's it like for the coaching side of getting your guys ready for playing on grass versus playing on turf?
Yeah, the big thing is quality of life is a lot better. Where in years past we had a tough surface to practice on, and it just wasn't as sharp technically, and you really had to rely on more physical attributes than technical attributes. So it kind of slowed practice down. So for us now, practice is fast. We're getting the most out of our time. The mood of the guys is much better just because the quality of the surface is a lot better. So it really has, just kind of helped our program in so many different ways, whether it's from, quality, which leads to execution on the field, or just, the mental and emotional state of players going into every practice is just much higher.
Obviously, for every coach, you try to almost replicate what other programs and other club teams do across the world. Tom, which club do you guys try to mimic or take after to build your program?
Yeah, I mean, 2 years ago we decided to change our style a little bit, and Dortmund, who is a German club, has a style that we felt we could play, and we probably for us need to play within our situation within our conference and whatnot. But so we went over as a coaching staff and watched Dortmund play, and we were able to go and talk to some of the coaches over there as well. So it was a pretty interesting trip for us, and we also pulled the recruit out of it as well in Andreas. But that's where we're at right now. It's a style that's modeled off of Dortmund.
Certainly, all the Bundesliga fans will like that answer, that's for sure. And finally, Tom, where do you guys like to visit when you're on the road to be able to take in some history and have your guys learn a little bit?
Yeah, one thing we do every year is wherever our road trips are, we make sure we go see a historical site wherever we go. When we were at Butler, we went to the Indianapolis 500 Speedway. We took the bus around. When we're in Chicago, we're playing DePaul. We went to the John Hancock Center to the top of the building and kind of got to see the city. So this year we did a trip to the Pentagon, and we visited D.C. and last year or 2 years ago we went to the Battle of Gettysburg. So we try to visit historical sites. We always have a theme to a year, but then also on our road trips, wherever, if we could see the city and we can kind of, have the guys bond outside of soccer, it's always a good thing.
Thanks, Tom. And our weekly look, of course, here with men's soccer with head coach Tom Carlin.